I'm Tushar Chikhliker with Maynard Nexon. One of the most important roles that an attorney plays in an economic development project is management of expectations. That's whether an attorney represents a local community, a state, or a company. Expectation management is critical to actually putting a deal together. If the parties start too far on opposite sides of the spectrum with unrealistic expectations, the chasm that is between those two ends can be difficult to navigate to get a deal done. That's why, as I represent companies specifically, one of my first tasks is to meet with company executives and manage their expectations on what to expect from an economic development incentives process perspective, an economic development incentives amount perspective, and then the overall timeline of the deal. That can be critical to actually closing the deal and getting across the finish line. There have been instances when I've been brought into an economic development project providing legal representation to a company after their expectations have already been honed. And that can be a difficult process to navigate. Somewhere, someone has told them what to expect as it relates to this particular project. When a community offer comes in and that offer does not match what they thought they should receive in the way of an incentive offer, that can actually be damaging to the project process, all because the original information to begin with was incorrect and should not have ever been provided to that particular company. Whether it be the amount of the incentives, the type of the incentives, whether it be other community support that they should expect. That's often not realistic, and it's often not conducive to ultimately getting to their end goal, which is citing a project in a particular community. So if I'm brought in after those expectations have been already honed, then that becomes a sensitive process of working that backwards and trying to get to a starting point when it comes to expectations that will ultimately allow them to close the project.